Okay, we have time for one or two more questions. We have Lailuma Sadid. Could you please make sure to state your country and outlet?
Okay, thank you very much. Lailuma Sadid, freelance journalist for different media in Afghanistan. I would like to ask question about how does assess attacks by Taliban, which is continuous violence against ANDS, and what is the impact in the peace process? And second question, uh, I'm asking about 1 billion cut, which is foreign minister announced 1 billion cut aid in Afghanistan. Could you please give some information about this 1 billion cut is cost for the military section or it's in the other part? Thank you very much.
Yes. Let me say that all of our countries are looking forward and pushing forward for the Taliban to keep its word, both in spirit as well as in detail, that the violence would subside. It has not, and we are calling on the Taliban, all of us, to lessen the violence, to cease fire, especially in this humanitarian crisis when the people of Afghanistan are affected, and most certainly the Afghan troops who are fighting valiantly for the peace for their country, to have attacks against them by the Taliban is outrageous. On the other hand, the leadership of Afghanistan, the President Ghani and Mr. Abdullah, need to come together and show the strength of a unified government. It will take that to start the peace process and for the Taliban to sit down with the government appointees who are representative of the different factions and areas of Afghanistan. Uh, the two leaders have both blessed that negotiating group as representative of the people of Afghanistan. And we call on the Taliban to stop the delays, to stop the violence, and to begin the peace process. Some progress was made this weekend with the exchange of prisoners. That was part of the agreement that was made. Those exchanges were made. That is one step in the right direction. We need all of the Afghan people to encourage their leaders and the Taliban to continue forward for the sit down around the table of the Afghan people to make a peace that they can all live with so that they will have what they rightly deserve, which is freedom, human rights, equality, education for all in that country. That's what we want for the people of Afghanistan. And none of us who are helping to bring that together want to be a factor that would be the deciding factor in that peace agreement. We want the Afghan people to speak for their government to be as it should be for them, as they want it to be. And we're very much hoping that all the sides can come together to begin that process in earnest.
Thank you. Do we have time for one final question, Ambassador?